So I bet you haven't heard the story of Jancy and the Beetstalk. It's quite similar to a story about a guy named Jack, but in this one, the stalk doesn't get chopped down in the end. So it all began when this young adventurer, Jancy, ran into a wandering trader who had offered him some magical beet seeds that would grow the best beetstalk you had ever seen. Now, of course, with his newfound emeralds, he spent them all on these seeds in the hope that they would work. When he planted them, all the villagers of New Petal Valley laughed, mostly because he was using a diamond hoe that he used his first few diamonds on. But after some time, the seeds grew, and they grew a bit more, and they grew a little bit more, until eventually they had grown into a giant beetstalk with enough room to build a new house for a new villager to move into the valley. Now that's enough of that. I can't keep that up for too long, but I must tell you, we've got an adventure today, and it is about growing a giant beetstalk. However, that was not the way it just went down. It went down a completely different way, and of course, we're gonna have to get the stuff to grow the beetstalk, to get the villager to move the villager in, and that's what we're gonna be doing today. If there is going to be a giant beanstalk here, we've got a few items we're gonna need to get. First of all, green dye, which is why we've got these cactus growing here. There's also a few growing on the other side there. We're gonna need concrete powder, terracotta, and also vines and all that sort of stuff to make it look a little bit more pretty by the time it's up here. So what that means is we're gonna have to get our shears and our shovels and go and get ourselves a bunch of sand, a bunch of gravel, and a ton of vines. So luckily we know just the spot for all of those things, and that is all the way down south. So right here we have the first stop off of the day, and that is our swamp biome, which has got some very important things for us. First of all, lily pads. I like the look of them. I'm going to keep using them as much as I can. And the other more important one is the vines that are over here. These are very important. In fact, the only places we can get vines are here, or I'm pretty sure the jungle biome, and we haven't found one of those. So it looks like this is the place for us. Also, we've got a little bit of a surprise over there. I just noticed it, but I will be avoiding it for today. We'll have to come back for it at some other time. What? All right, what? No, okay, yep, we're getting out of here. That actually frightened me. I'm sorry if that was too loud. I will see you later. I'm on an adventure. Goodbye, witch. Oh man, that's not how the story goes. Oh, that's not how it goes. I think she's still invisible. I thought I was away. Look at that. I don't know if that's actually a thing. I have not messed around with a witch in a very long time. That is a little bit freaky. I don't know if this is just a bugged part of the game. I'm assuming the witches have just used invisibility potions. But I'm gonna get out of here. Look, you can see where she is. Just continuously throwing potions. Oh man, I'm out of here. That's it. Not messing around with that. Now, I'm pretty sure there is nothing chasing us, and this over here is our second spot of the day, and it is probably more important, actually, than our last one, because we can't grow sand. So, of course, this is going to be where I'm going to collect a few more of these, so we don't have to wait too long for them to grow, and also a bunch of sand for a few different reasons. I don't want to come back here. And second of all, I definitely want to see a giant beanstalk, and this is an important ingredient to any beanstalk growing. Our final stop is to get as much gravel as we possibly can on our way back home, and then of course if I still need some more, I think our plan is possibly to go to the nether, because that's an easy way to get a bunch of gravel, although I think in this biome I should be able to find quite a few of these little deposits around the place, and I think we'll actually be alright, because I've only got 8 stacks that I need, so once I get up to there, I'll be happy. I don't even think I need 8 stacks, I'm really just collecting for what we'll need in the future. So it really hurts me to do this, but what we are going to have to do is get ourselves probably a full stack of clay, and it's not for the fact that we're going to be making bricks. We are actually going to be using it to make hardened clay or terracotta. The reason we are doing it is that I have not yet found myself a mesa biome, and that is a bit of a struggle, to be fair, to find them sometimes, so when we come across them, they'll be great, but for now, this is really our only option, so I guess we're going to avoid these as much as we can, but for today, I've already committed. Now, of course, this was not entirely grown from a single beet seed, although I'm pretty sure the soil in New Petal Valley is far more fertile than the rest, but I am slightly biased with that one. Now let's take a seat, step back, and watch this thing grow, and while we do that, I want to give you some of my ideas of how I think New Petal Valley is going to turn out. So I'm picturing a warm and cozy village, and it's going to be filled with all sorts of villagers, each having their own story, their own job to do in the village, and each of those will each have their own houses and their own beds. We're going to make it a real deal village, and I think that's going to look real cool. And not to mention, there's going to be a lot of flowers popping up around the place. These ones that we see around here, and I've got some ideas for some big ones too. I think that's gonna really make this place pop off, and I think it's gonna look real good. We're also gonna do a lot of little things. For instance, you've seen the lily pads that we're putting down in the water for paths. I think we do more of that sort of stuff. Those sorts of things, little stepping stones. We can even actually use stones for stepping stones. I think that'll even turn out just as good. And of course, you know what? There's probably a lot of ideas we haven't even thought about that we're still going to be adding into that. So I'm very excited for all that stuff. And the thing that I'm most excited for, and this is probably the most important one of this entire village, and that is that everything in New Petal Valley is going to have a proper story of how it got there. And that's going to be what's going to make this series, in my mind, be a really cool series. And so far, I've got to say, if I can just step away from the video for 1 second, I'm enjoying every part of this so far, and I think it's turning out so darn good. From the way that we're playing the game to the way I'm making videos, because every video I'm trying to do something a little bit different, try and test myself a bit and hopefully improve what I'm doing, and I think it's turning out quite well. You know, there's a few risks that I take, and sometimes I mean, hey, this one's a slightly different video, maybe this one doesn't turn out as good as the rest. So of course, keeping everything fresh is really making this so enjoyable, and as I say, even the game, you know, for instance, slowing things down, making an adventure out of everything. I love this style of playing, and honestly, I'd recommend it to anyone who wants to change up the way they play the game. It's been so refreshing for me. Now let's jump back to the Beetstalk, because we're going to be introduced to a brand new villager that will be making the top of this their home very, very soon. And you know what that means? We're going to need a new villager name. And I'm thinking we're going to stick with the same naming style that we've just used on Farmer Joseph A. Llama, where we're going to have their job, then their name, the letter A, and then the name of whatever it is. The name doesn't have to rhyme with their job. It's just whatever that last name is going to be. I think that's going to be a good way of naming them from now on. So here is the call out to all you good namers out there. If you've got a good name for our brand new secret villager, which I'm going to tell you in a few seconds anyway, let me know what you think about it. I'm thinking he's in a Beetstalk, maybe Jack, but you know what? I'm not going to taint it. If you guys have got a cool idea, let me know. You know, I haven't explained what the letter A is in the name, and I think I'll just leave it out there, let people guess, and I think it's a pretty cool way of doing what we're doing, and you'll eventually figure it out, I'm sure, and you'll probably say, that was quite interesting. It's not gonna blow you away, but you're gonna say, that was interesting. Something along those lines, I guarantee you that. Now, of course, the natural question is, whose home is this? And I think, ouch, that was a hard lily pad. The home that this will be is the home for our much awaited librarian. And I think it's a fitting thing because, of course, the knowledge of this area would probably be something about flowers or plants in general. And I think that's the way to go. Also, by the way, I figured something out. Look here, I'll just do it, all right? If I close this door and I'm in here, I can't open this door. Like, I click, I can't open it. So I get stuck up here and I have to hop into water. So thank goodness there is water up here. Now, when we come up here, it's nice and cozy. There we go, grew right in front of our very eyes. Nice and cozy, little 3x3 area, but that's not the important part. The important part is that we have our librarian and he can chill out here. Just watch the sun go down. Like, look at that. Look at that. The beautiful views of New Petal Valley. Gotta love them. They're gonna be good. And I also did this neat little thing. Look at this. This one and this one stopped me from jumping over here. So I think this is the only place that the villager could potentially fall off. But I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be fine. So I've pretty much wanted to make this thing completely villager safe. And the thing is, with this villager, of course, the big question is, how am I gonna get this guy up? Judging from what we just saw with the cows not too long ago, as soon as cows walked in here, they immediately started going up. So I think if we do get ourselves a villager and we can push him in here, I suspect he should shoot up this way. If not, I'm guessing we'd probably have to use water or something, but I'm willing to say this is going to work. In fact, even ladders could work. So the big problem tends to be me actually just getting the villager from the village to here. But of course, I am super lucky and I've got some great advice on this. Apparently, you can connect a lead onto a boat, and I've never done that before. Excuse me, what are you doing there, buddy? A little bit lost. Doing some repairs on the roof, apparently. That's actually a problem. If he's stuck up there, he might very well be stuck up there. Actually, now that I think about it. All right, Joe, you can hang around up there for a little bit. We'll see how you go. If he's not down there by the end of this episode, I'm gonna have to go get a ladder to get him down there or something. We're gonna have to work it out. But there we go, the leads. We've got him. Let's go get ourselves a villager. So the long-awaited collection of one of these guys as our librarian has finally got here. Now, who is it going to be? I think I want to try get that guy. I think that should be able to pick him up. Let's see. Can I get through here? One of you guys get in. Not both of you, like last time. Get in the boat. He's in the corner. He's smart. He's a smart villager. That's the kind of guy I want in my library. Get in the boat, please. Beautiful. You were trying. He was trying to get in it. Oh, man. Am I stuck? No, we can do this. We can do it. All right. So what I want to do is I want to get this guy over here. Now, apparently, I can connect a lead. That didn't connect onto the boat. Can I shift and connect? No. No. Whoever told me this, the villager says otherwise. Not happening. Leads apparently are not connected to boats. Is there another way? Do I shift click? No. Shift click villager? No. Just click villager? No. All right, there is no way. I can't think of another way to do it. We're not going to give up this quickly. I think I want to try this out. If the sheep gets in there, can I pull the sheep? No. No. Yeah, he just pops out. Actually, that's a neat way of getting them out of the boat. Like, look at that guy. He just wants to go with, you're staying here, buddy. You're not coming with me. All right. No other way. I cannot think of another way to do it. I gave it a try. All right, here is the moment of truth. We've got him all the way here. And I'll tell you, it wasn't as easy as it looks. It really is every time. I overestimate my abilities. Get out of the thing. Get up over there. Come on. Beautiful. All right. No getting back in. Go that way. Now, let's see. Does he just go straight up? Please cooperate. Let's see. We'll give him a second. We'll close this up. I'll go and get a lectern. How about we do that? We'll give him a moment. Just take your time. You just do whatever you need to do. Nope, still down there. And what about Joe? What is up with these guys? Joe, come down from there. That is ridiculous. And you don't even have a name. But you're definitely not cooperating. Let's just see. Maybe if we put this up here, he may very well... He's looking at me. Maybe he'll cooperate. If not, I think I might have to go down there and boop him around a little bit just to get some movement. All right, so if I just get in there, does he do anything? I can't really move around too much. What happens if I hold shift and do it? Nothing. Nothing at all. All right, new game plan is required. This should work. I would imagine it would work. I mean, cows can climb it. Why can't you? You're meant to be the smart librarian. This over here is our smartest guy in the village, and he's just stuck down there. Come on, climb on up. So if these aren't working, I will be using my second idea, which is, of course, ladders. And I have seen villagers go up ladders. I just don't know if maybe there's some other thing that I need to know about to get these. And look at this thing, it's grown so tall. I don't want to lose all these, so I'm just going to go ahead and do one at a time like this. Nice and easy. All right, so here, the ladder experiment. Let's see if this, just go up a few. All we need is for you to do one or two little baby ladder steps. Let's just get out the way here. There. No, oops. All right, we'll work this out. Actually, it's a good move. That actually worked. All right, let's see if he'll get onto the ladder and get all the way up here. That's actually not a bad move. Here you go. It looks like he's trying to get to this block, but if I can get his head stuck over there with one of these right over here, I think this could work. Let's try to see. Oh, all right, let's just put that in there. Now, move. Let's see if we get him over there. Does he go up? Yes, we've got him. We've got him. That is beautiful. And you are now hopefully stuck up here. Let's watch him turn into a librarian. Boom. Welcome. Please have a good trade. We've got ourselves bookshelves. Not very useful, but I will take that. I think they actually all have that. But that's all right. Good start. We'll get some more trades in you yet. Now, I have no clue what has got into my villagers today, but Joe over there is most certainly stuck. There is no way he's getting down, so I think the only way I could do it is maybe... boop. Let's go give Joe a little bit of a nudge. Ooh, went all the way to the end for me. Come on, Joe. Let's, is he safe there? Yeah, you're safe. Enjoy. What? No. Sneaky bugger. All right, we're gonna have to do this again. No, not down there. Oh, you did it to yourself. You did it to yourself, all right? I have you a perfectly good spot. Now, we have, of course, gathered a load of books for our librarian, but there is not a lot of space to put anything in the library, which is, of course, his house. That's more of his house. So what I'm thinking is, if that's his house, all the way down the bottom there, I've got some ideas to make the actual library come underground, and I've got some cool little thoughts about that. One thing is that I want to have little light holes that'll come from the top here where we could put some glass, and you'll end up seeing light coming through the water area over here. I think that's going to be super cool. And not only that, we can also have as much space as we like down there because there isn't anything else down there. So we may as well just put the library in there, and I think it'll work out so darn well. Alright, I think it's about time we level you up. Let's do some trades. So 1, 2, well, this paper is actually quite expensive. Let's see, 3, 4, and please level up. Let's see what you got. Come on, where are the little fart bubbles? There they are. What do we got here? We've got Fortune 3, which does favor the build. I'm joking, that was horrible, but you know what I'm saying. Fortune does favor me, and I'm very happy with that. That's actually going to be perfect. We won't do it on this one. This one will stay as an enchanting pickaxe. We'll put it on our next new one. I think that's a good thing to target. So, 29 emeralds and a book. We've currently got, well, what's that? 6, 7, 8. All right, we need to get a lot more emeralds, but that's not too difficult. So we'll just end up doing this for a bit. See how many we can get, and who knows what else we'll get unlocked here. There's still, I think, another book trade that could come along the way. I think that's going to be the best one for leveling this guy up, so I think we'll be alright. I'll be back. I need to go get more paper. Oh man, look at that. He's even out on his balcony. That is so good. I didn't even plan that. He just came out there now. That is so neat. I was looking away for a second as well, just before this, and he wasn't there. I was even thinking, I'm like, I wonder if he'll even path to that. Well, thank you for answering my question, librarian. Now, I've got another question for you, which, just give me a second. Of course, we had to go with ladders, sadly, because that wasn't working with the trapdoor up here or anything, so I had to do that, which is a pity. I might try vines. I'm not too sure if vines will work with a trapdoor as well, because the twisting vines, they didn't actually end up working with the trapdoor, even when I came to the top, which is kind of a pity. I'm guessing that vines, because they're part of a wall, might, but you know what? That's enough. I won't ramble on about that. Yep, get to work. I agree. Let's go for it, villager. You got 28 books. I've got a lot of paper, and I also have more emeralds because we do have another villager to trade with. So there we go. 29 villagers. 29 villagers? What? 29 emeralds, and we've got ourselves a Fortune 3 book. In fact, 28. You know what? I'll take that extra one. Fortune 3. And I know I said I'm going to be putting it on a pickaxe, but I've got a good idea. Did you just... Why did I zoom in past your head? There we go. What? Where'd you go? All right. Yes. 28. What are we looking at? The nose. All right. That's enough of that. We've got ourselves a Fortune 3 book. Let's just head out of here. I'm done with this guy. Let's put it on something. And I've got just the idea. And you're going to think I'm a bit crazy. And I am. But this is a good idea. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here, drop our diamond hoe in there, and we're going to put our first enchanted book on that, just because it's probably not a good idea. But I think it is a good idea, and I'll prove it to you, because what we're going to do is we're going to be harvesting potatoes to get more stuff to go ahead and get stuff from that guy. So let's see. What do you just stomp on my potatoes? Well, I guess they're yours, but yeah, all right. We're going to have to fix that. Is this completely grown? That looks like it's one stage too short. I'm willing to say that's probably one stage too short. Let's just try to find something that is without a doubt grown. I've only harvested these not too long ago. There, that guy. This guy is totally grown up. So we got one potato in inventory right there. Let's just do this. Oops. Okay, I hit that one behind it, but that would have dropped one, so we know that for a fact. But we got 5 from that there, so bam. Well worth it if we just broke a full one, which you can't even see a full one anywhere. But if we just broke a full one, it wouldn't give us 5. So the fortune is quite handy. You know what? I'm going to give this a go. Oops. But there we go. All right, we just got extra seeds from that one. But you see what I mean? Like, the fortune is important, and it'll help us out here because then we could trade this guy for his potatoes, which we don't have a lot of. We can trade for potatoes, and then we can get enough emeralds to trade for another fortune book. So I think we can say we invested in our fortune today by putting it straight on this guy right here. And I'm not going to be ashamed. We do have an enchanted diamond hoe before we've got any other enchanted stuff. I'm probably not going to use the mending book on it. That'll be a tad bit too far, but for now, I'm pretty happy with this one right here. So now I've got a very important job, and that is to trade with Farmer Joseph over there until we've got enough emeralds to buy more books. But for today, I think we will leave it at that, and I'll get to work on that. So thank you so much for joining me here. Of course, the support has been absolutely crazy, and I am so grateful for all the likes and the new subscribers around the channel. It is fantastic, and it's good to see you're enjoying the series. So thank you very much for that, because now I'm not just talking to myself as long as you guys are around. So thank you so much. Also, of course, if you have got a name for our new librarian, please do let me know. So that there is all that I have for you in this episode. So thank you so much for joining me here. Go out and have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.